President Akufo-Addo has, however, charged MMDAs to remove structures obstructing free flow of water immediately. MMDAs are to ensure developers adhere to building permits and to sanction staff who issue permits to buildings on waterways. The presidency has established a monitoring unit which will report directly to the presidency on the progress of the measures. MMDCEs will be held accountable for any breaches that result in damages from the flooding. Listen.
Flooding situation in Accra. Government, since 2017, has spent some 450 million cedis on the flood control program, which has resulted in reduced incidents of flooding, particularly in the major flood-prone areas in Accra, such as the Odo Drainage Channel. Phase 5 of the Accra Sanitary Sewer and Stormwater Alleviation Project, which is intended to ensure that Odo Channel is free of silt and debris, has been commissioned. Indeed, the construction of 19 kilometers of drains has been completed, while some 1,000 kilometers of drains have been excavated, rechanneled, and maintained across the country as part of efforts to reduce the perennial flooding of Accra. However, it is obvious from recent events that more needs to be done to deal with the situation permanently. And as has been rightly stated by the hard-working Minister for Works and Housing, the Honorable Francis Asenso-Boakye, Member of Parliament for Bantama, in his address of today, government will continue to work towards the day when Ghanaians, especially those in Accra, will live in calm and tranquility through the rainy season. Metropolitan, municipal, and district chief assemblies have been charged to ensure the obstructions to the free flow of water, as well as developments along waterways, are removed immediately. MMDAs are also to ensure the strict adherence of developers to the planning laws of our country and sanction staff who have issued permits for structures to be built on waterways to serve as a deterrent to others who seek to engage in such acts. To ensure these directives are strictly complied with, I have established a monitoring unit at Jubilee House that will be reporting directly to me on the progress of the implementation of these measures. I'm thus putting all MMDCs on notice. You will be held accountable for any breaches that result in damage from flooding. As President of the Republic, I will not allow the selfish acts of a few to jeopardize the collective futures of the rest of us. While government does its part, we cannot overlook the negative effects of dumping of refuse into open drains by some unpatriotic citizens. Regardless of the investment that is made in the construction of well-engineered drains, the indiscriminate disposal of solid waste into open drains and channels will reduce our capacity to end the perennial problem of flooding. I urge all those engaged in such practices to put an end to them. I thank the Jospon Group of companies and their invaluable Dutch partner.
My colleague Michael Ashali joins us live with the latest on this development. Michael, you were at this event. What more has the president been saying? Hello, Michael. Michael, I'm asking you to tell me what the president has been saying, aside directing the MMDAs to obstruct, to stop buildings that are built on waterway.
Right. So, Aisha, he's also been appealing to Ghanaians, essentially, emphatically saying that he knows that they've done a lot, millions of dollars, into trying to solve the perennial flooding situation in the country, but it's also been pleading with Ghanaians to also help with the drive. Essentially, for those who have been littering with plastic waste and also just, adding to the situation that we see in the country. So he's also been speaking to them. But again, he's also been talking about the works of Dredge Masters, a subsidiary of the Jospon Group of companies, who are also in places like the Odor, trying to dredge the place to make it free, so that the more rains that we're expecting in the coming days will be able to get unobstructed way to flow into the sea.
Papania Shale there. He also indicated that there's a monitoring team from his office that will be reporting directly to him, the president, in terms of progress on this directive. What's the job of this monitoring team? What exactly are they supposed to do?
Yes. So, Aisha, this team essentially is supposed to be monitoring some of the dictates that he made. So, for one of the things that he said, he charged the MMDAs to remove structures obstructing the free flow of water immediately. And again, MMDAs has to ensure developers adhere to the building permits and to sanction staff who issue permits to buildings on waterways. So this is a directive straight away to the MMDCEs as well. And he says that this special office that is created is supposed to be making sure that these things that they put in place, not forgetting some drainage pacts that we signed in some years ago to make sure that we are dredging all our drains. So this office is supposed to be checking the progress on this, including the directives given to the MMDCs, so that those that are not doing well, not performing well, probably we deal with them in a proper way. And again, those that are also performing well, the other MMDAs can learn from them.